I grabbed it and just, like...
How many times you hit him?
A lot. He was like choking me, you know what I mean? Like...
This is Nicholas Loulakis explaining how he murdered his secret gay lover, 63-year-old Terry Wilt. Now he will do anything he can to convince detectives of his sexuality.
I'm really like, I'm not gay.
But as his own words prove him wrong.
Yeah, apparently it was a gay bar. I just stopped that bar. I'm pretty good at getting free drinks and stuff like that. And especially at a gay bar. I'm not gay, but...
Nicholas will realize that being gay should be the least of his worries. Because with a trove of evidence in front of them, detectives need to decide whether he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, or if he's a ruthless killer.
I know I'm going to prison for a long time, so... Yeah, my life is probably ruined forever now.
On the morning of October 7, 2016, 28-year-old Nicholas Loulakis walked into a Hillsboro, Ohio grocery store with one thing on his shopping list: a bottle of cheap vodka. But there was only one problem. He was a homeless addict and had no money to pay for it. And when his attempt to shoplift it failed instantly, he was subsequently arrested by Hillsboro police. But instead of being issued a misdemeanor citation and sent on his way, he made a striking confession to arresting officers, one that could prolong his custody from a few hours to a few decades. He claimed to have stabbed 63-year-old Terry Wilt to death at the victim's Columbus mobile home a few days earlier, and then stolen his vehicle. As Nicholas was taken to the Hillsboro police station to be questioned, Columbus police arrived at Terry's home and found him deceased. His vehicle was later located behind a McDonald's parking lot and secured as evidence. Now, with a murder case falling right into their laps, police would try to secure a full confession from Nicholas. They want to know what made him come forward and what could possibly have led him to stabbing a man he barely knew 56 times. The following footage was provided by the Columbus Police Department.
Honestly, that's the only reason why I took the bottle was I called you guys.
Okay.
I'm freaked out still, I've been drinking since it happened in the woods,
All right. Let me go over this real quick for you, and then we can put this to the side and we can talk. It says before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. I guess I don't know you. I've never met you before. This is the first time we've had an encounter together. I guess the best you can, just tell me, because I don't know. This is from I'm going to take it like the afternoon that day.
I'm going to tell you exactly. Okay. I got out of the hospital in Columbus on Tuesday. My roommate that screwed me over had bed bugs in the house, and I wanted my money back, and he spent the money. I was only there for a night, 2 nights. And I found out it was bed bugs, and then me and him got into a fight. I didn't. He just started hitting me. And then I called the cops or the ambulance or whatever. He hit me pretty hard in the head, and I didn't even touch him,
And that was in Columbus Tuesday afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't Tuesday after that. This was on Sunday. I was in the hospital till Tuesday. I got released from the hospital.
Okay, so you're in the hospital because he hit you pretty hard. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. And what's it called? I get out of the hospital.
Do you know which hospital it was?
It's the one in Columbus.
By the college campus, Columbus Medical Center type place.
So yeah. I'm not sure.
By the highway, the big one, the big camp. Okay.
The only reason I was in Columbus, my boss told me to come up there and to move in with that guy to go work.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I have no money, nowhere to go, and I was trying to call my boss. I was trying to get, money. He sent me $100 that night, and I wasn't able to pick it up. I picked it up the day after all this happened. I had no money. Anyway, okay, so I stopped at a bar. I'm trying to call. I had no money. Bartenders were giving me drinks, and that guy was there, and he gave me a cigarette. And then apparently, you know, like I told my story, I was looking for a place to stay for the night until I got everything situated because, you know, I don't want to be homeless. Like, I've never slept outside before until this happened. And, you know, we didn't agree on anything like that, you know. And then, like I let him know I wasn't gay, and apparently it was a gay bar. I just stopped that bar.
Do you know what the bar name was?
Highball.
Highball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make a few notes here.
Yeah, I mean, I just stopped there, and I let him know I wasn't gay and everything like that. And, you know, he's an old guy anyway, like overlooking. But anyway, he left the bar. I sat there still trying to figure out my stuff. The bartender brings me a phone number, and I call it, and I don't remember this guy's name, but he started texting me. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Do you play?" I said, "Yeah, sure, whatever, just whatever to get me out of the street that night, you know." Like, you know, he's like, "Can I trust you?" And I said, "Yeah, you know, like, I'm just looking for a place to stay."
That is the same guy you were talking to earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
He called.
He left and the gave you number to call him?
Yeah, because I guess he called the bar or something like that. Anyway, so I walked over to his house, and we sat down for a little bit. It was like 8 o'clock at night, smoked cigarettes. I go and he said I could lay in his room, and he usually sleeps on the couch or whatever. He comes into that, I go in there, I lay down, like 9:30, I'm tired. I just got out of the hospital, walking around all day. And comes into the freaking room and like jumps on me, and I was acting weird before it, you know what I mean? And like, there was a kitchen knife, and I hit it by the bed. I was kind of scared, you know what I mean? Like worried what this guy was like getting really weird and like shit. And like I had him next to me because I don't know him, you know what I mean? Like, and he came into the room butt ass naked, and like started grabbing at me. And I grabbed it and just you know, like. I just got beat up just 2 days before that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a good fighter. He's like, it was still, I didn't know, I blacked out pretty much after the first, just right away.
So how many times you hit him?
A lot.
A lot?
He was like choking me, you know what I mean? Like, and he wouldn't stop, and like I thought he would stop, you know, and I probably stabbed him like 30 times, you know, and I blacked out.
While it's hard to make out through his drunken slurring, Nicholas recounts the entire story of Terry Wilt's murder. Desperate to not sleep on the streets that night, he found himself at a gay bar agreeing to play with an older man in exchange for a place to stay. But when Terry expected Nicholas to make good on his offer, Nicholas apparently had second thoughts. He estimates he stabbed Terry 30 times, but it was actually nearly twice that. So what does someone do when they snap out of a psychotic blackout and realize they just brutally murdered someone? Luckily for us, we have Nicholas here to fill us in.
Was he still there when you left? And what happened after you came to? And
Alright, no, I had blood all over me. I freaked out, jumped in the shower, washed it off of me. I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, you know, like, what did I just do? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I should have called the cops, but I was scared, you know, like, I just left and took the car, the keys. I saw the keys somewhere, I forget where. There was blood everywhere. I've never seen that much blood. Like,
where was he at when you left?
On the floor.
Next to the bed?
Yeah, I actually lost the knife. Like, we were fighting, and I lost the knife, and I ended up, and he just tried to hit me with this, like, sharp stick thing, like a post. And I got it out of his hands, and I started hitting him with that, you know, just in the same spot.
Like a stick post thing?
Yeah, like, I don't know, it was just in there, you know, like.
Okay.
It's a small little trailer, you know, like, I don't know what the, I don't know.
Like it's like a mobile home trailer type thing?
Yeah, they're fucking.
Do you know where it is? Like,
No, I don't remember.
Do you know trailer court or the name?
I don't remember the street. He gave me directions on the phone, and I walked there from there.
Can you describe any part of the inside of the house? The color of the trailer, or if you had pictures of the walls, or
Just that it had, stuff from being in the army or whatever. And right next to his TV.
okay.
And a couch in the living room and a bed. And he said that, you know, I could use the bed. Because he was out there and watched TV, you know what I mean?
Where was the bedroom in relation to
It's like, okay, here's the living room, here's the bed. It's not far, it's really small. Anyway.
Did you,
So I took the car, I took his wallet. I was trying to throw everything, I was trying to cover it up, and I don't know why, I was just freaking out. Like, I was like, oh my God, I don't know why I took his wallet, but I ended up, I was driving, I don't know where I was gonna go, you know, and there was like no gas in the car. I used one of his credit cards to pay for gas and 2 packs of cigarettes because I was freaking out, I had no money.
where was that at? You don't remember where it
Just
is?
whatever gas station. I was just going to go.
Okay.
I was just driving, you know. I was freaking out. And I picked up all the stuff, the knife and the stick, and I threw it into this pillowcase, whatever, the blood all over it. And I took my clothes, I threw them in there.
So whose clothes are these?
I bought these, these are mine.
Okay.
Yeah. I got $100 the next day. I didn't need his money. I wasn't trying to rob a guy. I didn't need his money.
Gotcha.
Only reason I spent his money is because I was doing a job, driving. I didn't know what to do.
So where's all the stuff that you threw in the pillowcase?
I just tossed it out the window. Tossed it by his house. My chain was in there too. It got ripped off, like, you know, well, I
Like just a chain?
yeah, it's a silver chain. And then there was just blood everywhere.
So your chain, the knife, your clothes,
Sick.
and there's some kind of stick.
Yeah.
And his wallet? Or where's it?
I threw his wallet out and started riding down the road after I threw everything out of the car. I was trying to clean it up. I got some bleach and then I tried to clean it up. I didn't do anything, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I was doing, but it's just the truth, you know what I mean? Like,
You don't know this guy? Did he tell you his first name?
I don't remember it. You know, it was such a... It's crazy. I'm still freaked out, man. I still see it all.
Can you describe him to me a little bit?
In my height,
How old about?
he looked older. He was in his 50s, but
Gray hair, bald.
I can't remember.
Do you know what he was wearing when you say he was naked?
Yeah, he came into the room and like, and I was freaked out, you know?
Okay.
I don't know, I'm not used to that kind of
No,
stuff.
I understand. It's freaked me out too.
And I'm desperate because I've been trying to save up money and get a place that I screwed out of that. I wouldn't even, you know, be in this situation like,
I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm going to write some stuff down here. If you need more than one sheet, use more than one sheet.
I can't write this second.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, give me attachment cigarette or...
You got my word, we're gonna smoke.
Right, I just can't
Be
write.
patient with me. Yes, that's cool. I understand. A little shaky. Give me 2 minutes. I gotta verify some stuff, and I'll be back in and talk to you.
Okay.
After getting more gruesome details of the crime, the officer leaves Nicholas alone for a while. He returns about 45 minutes later to give Nicholas a smoke break.
Alright, still some smoke. Thanks, man.
And when he comes back, he finds some new friends waiting for him. Homicide detectives from the Columbus Police Department.
Hi there.
Hello.
Detective Dennis, this is Detective Wooten. We're from Columbus, so these guys called us and it took us a while to get down here.
It's okay.
Sorry about
No,
that.
I'm gonna let you guys do what you gotta do. If you need anything, I'll be here for a little while, so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, again, before I leave with them, am I able to get one of those smokes?
That's up to these guys here. We'll figure all that out. Just, like I said, be patient and try to get aggravated.
No, it's cool, guys.
Alright.
Thank you.
Asking some questions over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, because we're new to the game, it'll probably be the same thing. But you've already been read your rights and everything, and he told us that he talked to you some. He gave us kind of a lowdown of what happened.
It's just a crazy situation. I freaked out after it happened, and I didn't mean to kill the guy. I got freaked out.
Well, what happened?
Okay, so
Sorry, somebody from work is calling. I just didn't interrupt you.
no, that's fine. Alright, so I went to this, okay, I got out of the hospital, right?
Yeah, start with, he told me you were up here from Florida, is that right?
Yeah, I do go to those sales and sell
Okay.
energy, like gas and electricity for suppliers.
For who employs you? Okay. And you were up here for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started in Illinois, and I was in Wisconsin, and then I was here. I got divorced 7 months ago.
I'm sorry.
Well, or I'll be getting the papers whenever. But that's why I'm here. I have a really good job. I didn't need to steal anything from this guy. I was getting money sent to me. I got money sent to me that day. You know, I picked it up in the morning. I did use his credit card. I was freaking out. I did to fill up the tank because at that point I was gonna just keep driving. I didn't know what to do. Like I've never seen anything like it before. I've never done anything. I know I'm domestic by strangulation. That was with my family. I'm not a violent person. I don't look like it with this, but I snap.
Okay. Well, walk me through it. Tell me what happened, like, after you got out of the hospital. You said that, do you remember which hospital it was?
It's the one where my backpack was only burnt because I was just using it as torch because everything else was wet. And I was just using it to warm up. I was freezing. What's it called? Okay, sorry. My mind's not like in the right spot. I left the hospital. The guy that took my money that I was living with took my money, my $400, and said he already spent it because we had bed bugs. And then me and him got into an altercation on Sunday, and like he attacked me. I got attacked. I didn't even do anything, and like threw me down the stairs because I said I wanted my money back for the bed bugs being in the house. You know, there was bed bugs. And so I get out of the hospital. That was Sunday night. I get out of the hospital on Tuesday, and then I don't know where to go. I have no money left. I paid for a month hotel, so apartment off that guy. Anyway, so I keep walking down the street off of Parsons, and then I go. I stopped at the first bar I saw. I had to charge up my cell phone. Try to get a hold of my boss. Try to get some money to get a hotel or something. And I've been struggling with keeping a place for a long time. Like I've had really rough 7 months. And I just found out I had diabetes on Tuesday. I explained a lot how I've been feeling. I am an alcoholic. I was quitting. I just spent everything I had, that $100 or whatever, on alcohol this week.
Nicholas paints a desperate portrait of his struggles with homelessness and addiction, but it seems he was at least attempting to get his life together. Brutally killing a man in cold blood will prove a serious setback in his progress, though. But detectives now want to know what happened when he got to the bar, and what led to the fateful encounter with Terry. More importantly, will his story match up to the one he's already told?
So after you get out of the hospital, you go walking and find, no, and you have no money, and you go to this bar.
So I charge my cell phone, that's
Okay.
it, and call my people, because I got people that will fly me out to California, I got people that bus me to Illinois, and that sell energy for them.
Okay.
And I was setting that up, and I got a hold of my boss that I work for now, then, by then, he said, okay, I send you $100, it'll be tonight, and then I wasn't able to pick it up that night because, I didn't get there in time because the cutoff was at 9 o'clock. I was already at that guy's house, and he said, all right, let me, I'm sorry. You're all right.
Take your time.
I'm just telling the truth, guys. I understand,
Absolutely. We're just trying to get it.
I know I'm going to prison for a long time, so.
I'm not going to say you are or you're not, because
I am. I know I am.
Well, you don't know that, okay? That's why we're here to get the whole story.
Okay.
So we can present everything.
Right.
And not just, obviously he's not able to talk, but you have your side of the story.
Yeah.
So if it goes along with what we see at the scene and things like that, that can help you, okay?
Okay. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I chit-chat with people. I'm pretty good at getting free drinks and stuff like that. And especially at a gay bar, it's easy. I'm not gay, but if you're poor, it's a very easy place to get free drinks. And the bartender was actually giving me drinks. So she was a woman. She was a big lesbian chick. She was giving me drinks. She was really not, I don't mean to call her a big lesbian chick, but I'm sitting at the bar, and I'm just pretty much just thinking, I'm homeless again, and here I go again, and I shouldn't have been drinking too, because I just got told I had diabetes.
Was the guy there?
The guy was already there, right? And I went out back, smoked a cigarette with him. I broke the cigarette off of him. Just chit-chat with him, just regular chit-chat with another guy too, you know what I mean? Like, just smoking a cigarette. And he left. I got a free drink or whatever. And
what would you guys talk about? Do you remember? Just off
bullshitting, just.
So it wasn't anything like, hey, come over to my house.
No, I told everybody else everybody there that I'm gay or not gay.
I was gonna say.
I know, come on. Not gay. And you can ask everybody, I'm sure when you go in there, I made it very clear to all the guys there that I wasn't gay.
Okay.
And I was looking for, somewhere to crash. And I was explaining my situation just like I told you guys. And he calls me up. He actually didn't call me up. I didn't even get his number or nothing. The guy left, and then I'm sitting there for about another 30 minutes or something. And the bartender brings out a sheet with a phone number on it. And he says, she said, give this guy a call. I don't even know this guy's name. You know what I mean? I still don't know this guy's name. Okay. I called
her name on that piece of paper, though? Did she get
No, there was no name on it.
Just a phone number?
Yeah, I just called it. I was looking, I figured it was one of the two people that I talked to at the bar,
Okay. Right.
What did she tell you about the number? Did she
He
say?
said, just call it. He said, you'll know who it is. And I did, he's like, yeah, I was going to give you a cigarette. And I remembered, he told me, and I forgot it. I still don't know it.
I'd have to look it on here.
Right. But anyway, so I get there. He tells me I have to get to his house, and he actually texted me. And that's not my phone that's in there. That's just one of my customers gave me a phone that doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I actually did, because I was panicking, I did destroy my phone. I threw it. I thought I was going to get traced or something. I'm scared, and I always saw alcohol today. I was going to drink it and tell you this, I was turning myself in.
Okay.
I have nowhere to go, anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I sold the alcohol.
So she gives you the phone number?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, keep going.
That's all right, that's fine.
So he told you how to get to the house?
Yeah, and he texts me, he's like, hey, what's up, how are you? And he's like, do you like to play? And of course this one I said, yes, you know, I needed a place to stay. It's cold out, I'm in downtown Columbus or wherever it is, I'm in an area I don't know. And I'm just trying to work and make it to the next day. And I gotta wait for my money and then I gotta print out my stuff. Anyway, I get there, and he said something in the text, he's like, can I trust you? Of course. And he's like, do you have a car? I said, no. And he's like, all right, just walk down this way and walk this way. And, you know, the direction, it's just like 2 turns. It was a little bit of a walk. I got in there, and we were just sitting there for a little bit, and he started getting weird. Like, it didn't, you know, like, try to touch me, and I was like, man, I'm a gay, you know what I mean? And, like, we smoked a few cigarettes, what's it called, and then I was gonna go to bed because I was tired, you know, and he's like, hey, well, you can go ahead and lay in the bed. I'm gonna sleep on the couch because I usually watch TV. And, you know, go sleep on the couch.
Right.
So, I go in there, laying down, guy comes in, about 20, 30 minutes later, butt naked, grabbed me, and I was freaking out. I brought the knife into the room before, and just to protect myself.
Where did you get the knife from?
From the kitchen, I made something to eat, and I just brought it in the room with me. I hid it on the side of the bed, like, just in case I was creeped out.
I got you.
But, you know, and the guy came in naked, and I pushed him, and he started pushing me, you know, like, I'm like, I grabbed it, and I freaked out. I blacked out, I just kept going, and he was still coming at me. Like, we didn't stop him. And, like, he had this stick thing that he tried to, like grab. I think he was sitting on his dresser to the stick. I don't know exactly what the evidence is, but I'll tell you, you know, what I did with it. He tried to hit me with it. He got the knife out of my hand. I dropped the knife, and this guy was coming, like, and I got that, and I took it. It wasn't that hard to take it back from him, but I was like, I took it from him, and then he was still, like, coming at me, so I just kept going to the net, and with the stick thing, and, like, I've never seen so much blood in my life. I was covered in blood. I was freaked out.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was all over me. I know there's a lot. I'm still freaked out right now, like.
Yeah, I can tell.
There's no doubt that Nicholas is traumatized by his actions, and while it's true that he put himself in this situation, it was in part pure desperation that led him to the gay bar that night. He'd been down on his luck for some time and had suffered through addiction, a broken marriage, and now homelessness. He and his parents no longer speak after a violent altercation that led to his arrest, and with no fixed address, he was simply all on his own. The seemingly sympathetic detectives let him tell every detail of his story while it's still fresh in his mind. But as his confession continues, he'll relive the gruesome memories in real time as his freakout reaches a crescendo.
I didn't mean to do this, like.
Well,
This, okay.
no, you're fine.
After that, I was freaking out, and I have domestic diarrhea, but I'm thinking they're gonna think I killed me. I'm trying to do something, which my doctor clean, trying to, you know, get all my stuff and just make it look like I was never there. And like, you know, I showered off the blood, and I was just running. I'm sure I forgot a bunch of shit, you know, like.
What did you have? What kind of stuff do you think?
I just have a backpack of clothes. That's it, you know, backpack of clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean.
You took a shower and then.
Yeah, I took a shower, grabbed my stuff. I threw the knife and the stick, and he ripped my chain off. I have a silver chain. I threw it in the bag. I threw my pants that I had on in the bag. It was a pillowcase that was just sitting there, and I just threw everything in there. I was like, oh, I gotta get rid of everything. Like, I know I'm going to prison, but I don't want to go to prison, you know? But I know I'm going now for sure, but, you know, like, so I took his wallet, and, cause I knew I couldn't get my money, and when I got out there, I checked the gas. There was no gas in it. Okay. And I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to leave, I'm going to need gas.
Sure.
And you'll see I threw out all of his credit cards. After I used it, I threw everything out the window. He's very surprised if you find it.
Probably won't.
Yeah. But I used it, I had decided I had to buy a lighter after about 2 packs of cigarettes and $30 in gas.
Do you remember where you were?
I just stopped at, no, I don't know where anything is around here, like, I just stopped at a gas station. Like, I pulled off, I got onto the highway, I Googled in, Florida at first, and, like, I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I know I didn't do the right thing, I should have just called the cops.
Right. Well,
I tried to bleach. I took some bleach from the side. I tried to bleach the car after, my fingerprints are all over it. I tried to do that though, and I'm panicking. I'm still panicking.
okay.
My son's turning 9 in 10 days.
So you stopped to get gas.
I stopped, got gas, got back on the highway, drove around for a few more hours. I parked over on some street for a little bit thing, and the only thing I can think of is I get my money in the morning and get rid of this car and just try to go about, my life like normal, and I couldn't. I'm freaked out about it still, like I'm traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be. I haven't slept for like 3 days.
Oh, you can tell.
And I'm usually really put together, cleaned up. I'm a door-to-door salesman. And I was sleeping in the woods, and I've been drinking. I went to a couple bars. I tried to get a job at a bar because I needed quick cash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was gonna do. I just,
doing something, anything to get by.
Right. Believe it or not, okay, so I go there to that spot or whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some kids skateboarding, and I was like, hey man, I need a spot to crash for the night where I can drink and not get in, trouble by law. And I didn't tell them why, you know what I mean? I was just like, I was like, yeah, so I would get caught drinking out here, I got no place to stay at night. They're like, oh, no spot. They showed me that. And I just stayed there, and went back and forth. So when I dropped the cars off, I started at Kroger. No, I started at Walmart, went to Kroger, and I went to the table. I kept on, I didn't know what to do with it, I'm not a criminal, I'm not a criminal. I didn't plan on this. And,
Right, I know.
While Nicholas says he's not a criminal, that's not entirely true. According to Florida state records, he has a lengthy rap sheet, including felony convictions for domestic battery by strangulation, drug possession, and tampering with a witness. He was also involved in a controversy 1 year prior, when he was found to be having an intimate relationship with 44-year-old Pasco County Correctional Officer Morella Schaefer. Schaefer was fired and arrested after an internal investigation found she'd used police computers 16 times to view Nicholas's criminal history and driving record. But now detectives want to know more about what Terry could have done to provoke such a violent reaction from Nicholas. And despite the risk of triggering even more traumatic memories, he does his best to remember.
Tell me a little bit more about, it's going to have to take you back, okay? tell me a little bit more about the bedroom and what happened in there. You said that you got to the house,
Okay, so,
and he was trying to kind of put the moves on you out in the front room where the TV
yeah,
was.
where the TV was at first, and I said no, and you know, he
And
was,
he knew you weren't, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
told him at the...
but he was pretty buzzed.
Mm-hmm.
He came back in the room, I'm laying on the one side, and I don't think okay, so I'm on the side, and the knife, I put it right, the bed's just right on the wall, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I had the knife there.
Was it near the window?
I think so, yeah.
Close to the wall?
It was right on the mattress,
Okay.
close to the wall,
Mhm.
but I can't remember if it was in here.
That's okay. It was probably dark by then.
It was dark.
So, yeah.
Anyway, he comes in, and I roll over and look, and I see this guy he's like, come here, and like, you know.
Was he drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was drunk when I met him, you
Okay.
know.
Had you had too much, or had you just, were you okay at that time?
I was okay. I was buzzed.
Okay.
I don't know, ever since I had diabetes, and whenever I drink, it's like,
Different.
yeah, I never found out. I apparently had it for a while, but I just found out, and I noticed that's why I was starting to quit drinking, is because it makes me feel really out there, and like, like, not like crazy, like violent crazy or nothing like that, but just like, I can't talk, my words will, you know.
Right.
Were you at that point, that time?
At that time, not really. I didn't feel good. I've been walking around. I got out of hospital walking around all day, you know, until I got to the bar or whatever, and
Okay.
I had to walk from the hospital to the guy's house to get my cell phone, and down to the bar, you know what I mean? Like, it was a 6-mile walk or something.
Okay.
But
So when you were in the main room with him watching TV, what was he doing to you?
he kept on, like, touching somebody in the back, and like, I'm on my phone trying to call my bosses and shit. I'm just whatever. I'm not even paying attention. I was actually on the phone with my boss and this and that, and I thought he was a little aggravated or whatever, and like, he's like, you can just have that room back there tonight, and then 20 minutes later when he comes in, he's like, he must have took his clothes off in the room or something, because I couldn't find any clothes out when I was trying to clean everything. I didn't find any clothes in the living room. Yeah. Anyway, and I was laying there, I got up, I grabbed it, and I shoved him, and I think he saw it. He's like, I'll kill you, or something like that. But, like, and then as soon as he said that, I just, right to the neck.
Okay.
And then he kept coming at me, so I sat, and then he grabbed that stick thing, and then, you know, like, I got it out of his hand, and I killed him. I was scared to death.
Okay.
Like, you know, like, I got an Asian guy, fucking, and he's, you know, an older guy, I didn't expect this shit, you know, like.
Yeah. Okay.
So once you got the stick from him, did you ever pick the knife back up again?
No, not to stab him. No. No, the only time I picked it back up was to throw it in the bag.
Okay.
I didn't find the knife. It took me a minute to find it because it got thrown.
Okay.
But I picked the stick up and I hit it as hard as I could.
Okay.
You know, until it stopped moving.
Did you get any cuts on your hand from the knife itself?
That's not from it. That's really from when I was at the Remy Temple. Those are.
Okay.
And that is.
So I'm going to go ahead and take pictures.
That one's not. It's just this one. This one is from me breaking off branches and shit to burn off. My hands are dirty from
being in the woods.
Yeah.
Wherever it was. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to start with your face.
Okay, I'm going to take off my shirt.
Fine.
I got both around.
Okay. You'll have to tell me which is which.
I don't know which ones.
Well, I see the hospital stuff.
Oh yeah, those are just glue. I don't know. I maybe I don't have any. I don't know.
Go ahead and turn around and see your back. Okay, I see something underneath your arm.
Right. This is from the other guy.
Okay. What's the other guy's name? Let me get your face first, okay?
I don't know his last.
Okay.
After spilling more details about Terry's bloody murder, the detective takes photos of Nicholas's own injuries. And despite there being enough evidence to potentially put him away for years, he'll have to answer a few more hard questions before calling it a day.
All right, so you went to the Walmart, then to the McDonald's, and then to the Kroger, is that right, or did I get that wrong? I didn't write it down.
Walmart was first, Kroger. I was trying to get my money ran or whatever, and Walmart wouldn't do it because I have a Florida ID and it's got a crack in it. So I went to Kroger, got my moneygram, and I was like, oh, I can't leave the car here. I just went and got a moneygram with it, and so I moved to the parking lot right down the street, of course. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Like,
that's the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay. So, did I miss anything? Let me double check my notes here real quick.
Do you remember what that hole or bar looked like?
Yeah, I know the name of it.
Not the bar, the thing that you took from him.
Oh, yeah, it was a white steak.
Was it a steak?
Yeah.
Did it have a pointy into it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't even remember what exactly. I knew it was it looked like a white steak.
Okay.
And I just got out of his hand and started hitting him with it.
But that was in the bedroom when he came into the bedroom.
I never saw it until after he picked it up. Well, I don't know.
Do you remember where he picked it up from?
Huh? Yeah, right there, right by the bed. I think.
Did you guys, during the course of the struggle, did you guys end up rolling onto the bed?
Yeah, oh yeah. We were all over the place. Like, falling down, and it was bumping into shit. And then once we got off, I actually got advantage on the ground after we got off, and then he was on top for a second, and then he had that steak, and then I grabbed it. Like it must have been on the floor.
Okay.
It must have been on the floor because he had it, and then he went to go, hit me with it, and I grabbed it and flipped him over, and he was bleeding a lot, so he was probably starting to pass out. I don't know, but I just hit him in the back of his neck with it.
Okay. When he first came into the room and said he was, what did he do to you?
He stretches himself and he kind of grabbed at my leg and
Did he grab your leg, grab your crotch?
He grabbed my leg. It was my thigh.
Okay. Did he say anything?
Yeah, he's like, take off, what? You should take off connection room and take off. Man, I'm like, and that's where it went. I reacted right away.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of time. As soon as I saw he was naked, I really freaked out.
How many times in the course that you were there did it come up that you told him that you were not gay or that you were not interested?
Probably two or three times I've told him. At first, if he did ask, he's like, do you like put on? I needed a place to stay. I told him whatever he wanted to hear. When I got there, he's like, I'm really not in the mood, I'm having a bad day. I'm really like, I'm not gay, and, I'm like, you know what I mean? I was been saying that, and I guess he hears that, and he's like, I hear that all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I heard about 2 or 3 times.
Okay. So
I even told my boss, I'm like, dude, this guy's freaking me out, I was talking to my boss. I was telling him how the guy, he's like, I'm staying at this freaking gay guy's house, and he was just making a joke, he's like, are you guys so guys, you guys,
So when that conversation took place with your boss?
I don't know, 7 o'clock.
No, I mean, where were you at? Obviously, I didn't hear you say this, so where were you at when you were having the conversation?
I think he was in the bathroom or something.
Okay.
Or in the back room, or I don't know where exactly he was. I know it wasn't right next to me.
And there's Timothy that you were talking to on the phone.
Yes, Timothy. He goes by Blake.
He goes by Blake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're telling him you're at this gay guy's house.
Yeah.
And he's freaking you out. And you guys are joking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the day. That's
Sounds like a pretty awful day.
Yeah, my life is probably ruined forever now, you know?
Nick, it's, number one, you're here talking to us, okay? And that says a lot, all right? I know it took a little bit to get here, but that's in your favor, okay? The other thing is, I mean, think about what you went through. I mean, you've gone through it over and over in your head for the last 3 or 4 days now, okay? We obviously can't promise because that's not our end. What we do is we take you down there.
I understand.
But then what we do also is we present everything that we have, okay? So it's going to be the people that, you know, the jurors, the people, maybe down the road. But at the same time, I mean,
I know I'm not walking away. I don't care.
No, I understand that. And actually, you know what? That's okay.
Yeah, and
because if you need help, then that's where you can get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
at what point did you get weirded out enough that you thought you needed to get a knife?
Yeah.
At what point? Honestly, that's not uncommon for me to have, when I'm at home, to keep like a weapon or something, like a baseball bat or something by me. At what point would be pretty much right before I went to bed.
Okay.
Right before, like.
Was it weirded out, or did you just get it because that's what you do?
It's a little bit of both. I mean,
Okay.
I was weirded out, and first thing to do is make sure you're protected while you're sleeping, you know?
Did you ever think about just leaving?
Did I ever think about it? Like I said, I was homeless. Like, I needed to sleep. I didn't leave. And I knew I was going to have to put up with a little bit, you know what I mean? But I didn't realize, like, how far it was going to go.
Okay.
Did you know what he meant when he said, do you play, or is that, how did he say it?
Yeah.
So you knew what he meant.
I knew what he meant, yeah. I'm not stupid, but I was just telling him whatever I needed to make sure I had a place to stay that night.
Okay.
You know, and that's the God's honest truth. I was kind of, you know, playing just to make sure I had a place to sleep. But I didn't do anything with them. It was just, you know, when I got it, I think that's why he got so pissed at me. Like, you know,
He expected.
Yeah.
Nicholas admits he had no intention of holding up his end of the bargain, and unfortunately for Terry, expecting the opposite would cost him his life. But the desperation that led Nicholas to murder would cost him his own life as well. He was charged with voluntary manslaughter, aggravated robbery, and tampering with evidence. He pleaded guilty and was given the maximum sentence, 25 years in prison. In a statement to the court, Nicholas apologized for his actions, saying, "I probably wouldn't have made the decisions and the steps I took if I was sober." Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.